Hey everyone, and welcome to the Impulse Fan Series podcast. My name is Andrew Lorenzo. I, of course, play Max Mercury in our Impulse Fan Series. And as always, I will be joined by Brendan Spazowski, who plays Impulse / Bart Allen, and our director / cinematographer, Joshua Hero, who, of course, you can find his YouTube channel at Cinestudios. Make sure you subscribe, because that's where all the episodes are going to come out. So, if you're new to the podcast, basically this is a sort of, I would call it reality TV of podcasts. So what happens in these podcasts is Brendan, Josh, and I talk about what's going on in terms of the current situation of the project. We talk a little bit about how we're going, what's coming up, and a summary of what we've done. So you can really feel like you're part of this project. And as a Patreon member, which some of you are, which is a huge, grateful thing to us, as a Patreon member, you actually want to be involved in this project because you're helping us fund it. So to find out more about that, head on over to patreon.com/Impulse Fan Series. So today we had a great conversation. Well, at the time of this recording, we had this conversation last week. And so what we're doing today is we're continuing a little bit down our action list. We're talking costumes. We're talking Max Mercury Origins. So make sure you stay tuned. Again, subscribe to Cinestudios YouTube and follow us at Impulse Fan Series on Instagram so you can really keep up to date with that. We're going to rejig. We're talking about rejigging our Patreon site. We're also looking at revamping that Cinestudios YouTube. And we're going to keep you updated with everything that we're doing so far. So we've got some exciting things coming up. And without further ado, I'm going to start to play you that conversation that Brendan, Josh, and I had. Oh, no, it's recording.
Oh, okay, cool. I was
Yeah.
going to say, so with Thursday, how did we want to? Do we have someone to do the actual measurement side of things?
Oh. But my dad could do it. I can call my sister-in-law if she wants to come over.
Cool. Oh, cool. Because I'll bring the costume and obviously I can film all the stuff for it then. But yeah.
Yeah. I'll try and sort that out. Otherwise, if we can't, then it's probably just easier for me to come down to yours then.
Well, I got to come up to Epping either way on Thursday.
Oh, you do? That is correct. We'll figure it out. We'll figure that out.
Oh, gee. Okay. Let me get up our. By the way, I spoke to Jennifer this morning.
Mm-hmm.
And she is working on the very, very last part, which is Max dashing away.
Sweet.
And then it's done, and then we can release it. Well, yeah, once you get some music and all.
Yeah. Well, that should be a Patreon post. There should be a 2-week exclusive for Patreon members.
I think so. Okay. I'm just getting up our
That's right. I'm heading into it as well. The action list, yeah?
Yeah.
Alrighty, cool. So, yes, like I was saying earlier, congratulations. We've finally got our first $50 tier sub. I think that's the Crash and Mo tier. Woo!
Yeah, that's the first one.
Okay.
So that's exciting. Actually, let me hop on to Patreon and let's talk about those Patreon members real quick.
Yes, and while you hop on, I'll just continue on talking a little bit. So I think because it is such a big milestone thing, and I think we've got to just spruce up a Patreon just a little bit. I think there are areas in which we can improve on. So today we're going to discuss a posting schedule. We're going to establish a little bit of a weekly timetable for things that we need to do throughout the week and when we need them finished by so they can go up on the Patreon. Because we realized a lot of our stuff overlaps with Instagram. So we really want to try and make our Patreon members feel as special as possible. Even if it means including maybe some other perks, like a weekly Google Meet or like a monthly Google Meet or something with everybody, or even like a little.
Well, I think that's pretty. I think that's a great idea because we have the Facebook group, which I got to add a couple more people to, and I think we could do something like that, not only in the Facebook group but for all the Patreon members as well. I think you're spot on.
I actually just had an idea for something that we could do. This could even be like an Instagram wide as well. We can all. I was thinking of hosting a Impulse fan series quiz night or something.
Yeah, nice.
Where make a Kahoot, get everybody to jump on the Kahoot. Put out the room key,
Like
and then
a
I'm
trivia?
like, yeah, and like
Cool.
I'll live stream it. Like I can host it, and we can all like jump in, have special guests come in.
Yeah, well, I've been speaking to John Wesley Shipp, and he's keen.
You've been speaking to him?
No.
Oh, yeah. I know you can comment on his stuff, which is why I'm like, I didn't really.
They just announced he's come back on the Flash. He's returned.
Oh, exciting. So definitely we won't be able to get him.
Ask. Have you reached out? Start commenting in his comments saying, "Hey."
Yeah, no, I do. Sometimes I do, but I think why not? I'll just keep pushing that and just be like, "Yo, let's talk."
Yeah.
You're awesome. We're awesome. Let's be awesome together. So, real quick, just want to give a shout out to our Patreon members. So, going right down the list in no particular order, but I'm thinking it's from first member to most recent member. So we got Alexander, Flaming Knight 13, James Eddy, Just Joey, Lewis, and Peter. And just as an interjection, after this episode, after we had this conversation, we got a new Patreon member, EPC Cosplay, aka Erin Carter. So she is a $50 a month Patreon member. That is the Crash the Mode Patreon levels. So let's discuss a little bit about what these guys are getting. So let's look at the benefits here.
You don't have them memorized? Tisk, tisk.
Tier.
Hey.
Some of our members are right now getting a shout out, of course, on the podcast. Special thanks and names listed in the episode credits. Access to the exclusive Impulse podcast, which we are recording right now. Some of the other members who have gone up to a further tier, $5 a month, that's early access behind the scenes, entry into the raffle to win a signed Impulse poster, access to the exclusive podcast, of course.
Those behind the scenes coming out real soon, actually.
Behind the scenes coming out real soon. $10 a month, you can get the VIP Facebook group, which we have a few members now in there growing. So that's the added bonus there.
Stuff to post in there as well. Sorry to cut you off, but yes, continue.
Yeah, well, I mean, they've got to request it. Oh, that's another thing. Patreon members, once I have sent you your email, if you are $10 and up, you have to request to join that group. We can't add you to it because we're not, friends on Facebook. So you have to request to join that. So the link is in those emails that I've sent.
Yes.
Now our $50 a month member. So this is all the stuff that he or she will get when they sign up for $50 a month member. And now we have one shout out on the podcast, shout out on social media, special thanks in the credits, early access to episodes, the Impulse Fan Series Facebook, entry into that raffle to win the Keenan Lonsdale, Wally West in the CW's Flash signed poster, Impulse poster, an exclusive one-on-one online call with a cast member of your choice. Ooh, so Peter's gonna get that. We're gonna reach out to him. Early access to behind the scenes, access to the podcast, and now the big thing is an entry into the raffle to win one of 3 prototype costumes from Impulse Phase 1. And Impulse Phase 2, the Max Mercury costume. So basically, those are from the trailer. They are a big deal. So the winners will be announced once we hit a project fund total of $2,000, $4,000, and $6,000. For more information on that, check out patreon.com/Impulse Fan Series and sign up.
Well done, sir. You did well.
Thank you. I didn't breathe once during all that.
I'm so impressed. Runner's lung capacity.
It's banging. It's from all the running.
Hey. Alrighty, that's the Patreon stuff done?
Indeed.
Awesome. Alright, so where do we leave off before this? We were
I think we were talking about behind the scenes Patreon stuff.
Yes. So Josh, that video. The videos. What's the deal there?
For the behind the scenes stuff.
Is it one long video? Is it a series of videos? Are you going to make it one long?
I guess that's what we're discussing. So I'd put out the 4 different behind the scenes sections. So we had Mercury Origins, Arrowhead fight scene, trailer, and then the school scene. So I think right now the ones you sent me, Drew, were Mercury Origins and the trailer, or was it just Mercury Origins?
No, I think I sent the trailer as well. I sent the Origins and the trailer. I didn't do the fight scene because we already have that bunch of back behind the scenes stuff in that.
Yeah.
And I haven't looked at the school yet because I was going to wait until we got closer to releasing that.
I think school
episode.
thing should be last if we want to post.
Yeah. And I didn't want to So basically I sent Brendan, I don't think I've told you, but I sent Josh basically timestamps from
Let me know,
blah, blah, blah to blah, blah, blah. And so, I guess it's up to Josh, whatever's easier. I have to imagine that cutting them all into separate videos is probably not that easy and very time consuming. However it's easier to you, and we just sort of from there.
So it's more, I think there'll be longer form behind the scenes content, but I think for the Instagram side of things, that might be where, obviously we want to keep everything under a minute. And then some of those clips don't really work by themselves for under a minute because it's just not really, much of anything happening.
Yeah.
So in terms of what I'm doing, I'll be putting them all together into longer form videos, but it might even be like a, depending on how long they are, still keep them relatively short, and just dump one big, half an hour video behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But, even if it's like, Mercury Origins behind the scenes, 1 or something, and maybe there's 4 behind the scenes videos in total.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I think doing that and posting an uncut version of just all of them.
Oh, that would need to go on the YouTube, I reckon. Yeah. I've sent him what I sent you, probably at least 30 or 40.
There's an hour and 40 of the entire thing.
So, I've sent. Oh, so you want that?
I'm saying if we want it, it could be a thing like later on, or maybe it's like
it would still need to be chopped down, only because we don't know what in the completely raw unedited. We don't know what's in there, so we don't want to obviously just dump that.
No, basically, I've gone through that, and I would say if we were to do something like that, just put together all the timestamps that I've given you, because there's a lot in that hour and 40 in the Origins. There's probably a good 20 or 30 minutes that's completely just nothing happening.
Yep. It's Dragon Ball Z without the Kai. It's just filler.
Yeah, exactly. I understood that reference. Attaboy.
Thank you. So, okay. Well, yeah. I was just thinking of, it could be like a nice little thing, because I don't want the footage to go to waste.
No.
Now, one of the things that I know we spoke about in the past, but now it's kind of flipping, and we haven't, for the most part, really thought about it, is we were prioritizing Instagram over Facebook, which is good, because obviously Facebook, as far as we're concerned, from what we see, is dead.
Yeah.
It really is. It's just so weird. But Instagram's really, really kind of boosted. But the problem is Instagram keeps bloody changing how they operate every second day. But where we do need to really begin to actually push is the YouTube channel, because I realized that that's where the episode's going to be released. So the bigger the audience we have on YouTube prior to the episodes dropping means the more people that are going to be watching and sharing and commenting and getting the actual episodes out. I've been so apart from all the SEO stuff I was doing, I've been looking at now reworking my entire YouTube. So I got to update all the graphics and everything like that. So I've been doing it slowly on each of the videos and that, but I'm hiding a lot of videos that aren't really related. Keeping it to film content only. I'm going to make the banner Impulse related now. So that's all gonna change, and descriptions and all that kind of stuff. But I guess we do need to start pushing the channel itself with that, with the Impulse content rather than just the videos. I've been looking at the follow through, and even though a lot of it's just coming from searches, the playlist itself seems to be getting. I'm just gonna look at it now. The playlist itself is not really getting much of anything view-wise. It's only like 800 views. So people aren't really going through the playlist. So they're watching individual videos as they go.
I think once we start pumping out some... And again, I think we want to keep a majority of the behind-the-scenes stuff for Patreon members only. But the things that we do put on, I think that's going to be a really easy way to pump that, because you're right, because at the moment the only way that we're pumping the YouTube is when we have a comment saying where is this available. Well, it's going to be at the Cinestudios YouTube, but we haven't really featured that yet. And I think once we have That stuff coming out. Even if it's like, and you know what, it's just like a 10-second clip. For the rest of this, go to Cinestudios, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, because that's what I reckon. Because if we can get the channel to 1,000 subscribers, then I can actually start doing more with it. And then so pretty much I can then tee it up with the Instagram post. So every time we do an Instagram post, I'll do a community post on YouTube. So it'll be the same content flooding YouTube and Instagram together. And then there's a lot of linking we can do between that.
How many subscribers are you at right now?
778. So
all right,
222 off.
All of you 15 people probably listening to this podcast, tell your friends.
15. That's yeah. Okay.
tell 20 of your friends or 19 of your friends or something or other. Just figure it out.
So I think what we've gotten from this is we're not going to be posting on IGTV anymore. We're only going to be doing 10-second to 30-second teasers on Instagram, and all the rest of our videos are going to get posted.
100%.
Yeah.
IGTV doesn't seem to be doing much of anything on.
Yeah.
I think it's got a different algorithm.
Yeah. Well, do you know, it's funny because I was looking at that and I'm looking at our insights, and for the most part, compared to the reach and the engagement, we have about 10% engagement compared to the reach. And even with the really like small ones, especially with that one IGTV post the other day, it was still that 10%, which is good, but exactly, yeah. The algorithm for IGTV is weird. And after the other night, trying to figure out how to post that damn video, if we never do it again, I would love my life.
Yeah, 100%.
So that being said, do we want to post the videos that are on our IG onto YouTube?
I'm thinking we actually release the Impulse Sonic Boom teaser on YouTube as well.
Yeah.
I'll do that tonight.
Yeah. Do we want to put that on the podcast as well, seeing as like it's also an audio thing? Or keep it strictly to YouTube?
Hey, we could.
We could. If you send me the audio file, I can put it in, and just let me know how much of it you want. If you want the whole thing, or just a tease. Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah, cool.
So those of you listening to this podcast have that to look forward to, maybe.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, so one of the biggest things we also haven't discussed, obviously just because COVID, so we really haven't had to look at it probably, but in terms of followers and all that, pretty much the growth has stopped.
I don't know. We're getting steady. It's not. Look, we're not getting 100 new followers a day, but I mean, since the last time I looked at it, we've gotten another 3. So we've gotten about 300 followers in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Horrible.
But I guess what I mean by that though is not so much like there's the follower aspect, but in terms of us mentions and that, the last thing we were really mentioned in was when Arjun did the his fan post.
Speaking of that,
yes,
we need to reach out to him again because he was the winner of that competition.
Arjun? No, he wasn't.
Somebody, was it not? Arjun.
It was somebody that started with an A. Yeah,
it was Amaniak the official.
Yeah.
Okay, started with A official.
I guess what we can do, just to keep it fair, like we can keep trying to contact him, but if we set a date, then maybe we can move to like
give them notice. Yes.
Like the second person in the line.
Yeah, I think that's a good call.
So I'm gonna write to him right now, so I don't forget. Hey, buddy, just wanted to check if you're still interested.
Give them until this time next week. So the 19th.
Then Impulse gonna come to your house, break down your freaking door.
Whoa.
No, Impulse won't call you.
He's like, why would anyone speak to
me? Impulse still loves you, but Impulse won't call you.
He just wakes up in the middle of the night, Impulse standing over the bed. Am I not good enough for you? I'm gonna get it.
We're meant to have our call. Pick up your phone.
But shout out, man.
We're getting a lot of mentions on a bunch of different posts, actually, like the Flash 640, Super Flash Official, Grace Flash 007, Spellnum, the Flant.
Lives tags, consistent.
Speed Force Life, he's a big guy, loyal fan. The Flant actually posted one of your one of our fans' concept arts. I think it was Arjun's, actually.
That's cool.
Yes.
But yeah, Speed Force Life, he's just gotten a bunch of action figures. The Impulse
and Max. How crash is his Impulse and Max action figures?
He's pretty beast. Yeah. But yeah, Flash Runner, they tag us, but we need some We need some.
We need people sharing the actual content, our content.
Yeah.
Because that's where it's really died down in terms of other Instagrammers sharing our content. Yes, I think we need to we'll need to speak to Hayden about that as well, see how, because he's been mentioning there's been some updates on his end, but we haven't had a proper call with him like this.
No, I haven't spoken to Hayden in a couple of weeks. Actually.
We should probably get him in on the next
Here's a call.
On the next podcast call or whatever, even on the next podcast call or something.
Yeah.
I think I told Brandon he's actually looking to move to Melbourne.
Yeah, he told me.
Yeah. So
that's exciting.
That would be good if he does. Cool. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna add it to the action list. Need to not answering that.
Also, Josh, whilst since now that after tonight we can visit people's houses in groups of 5, did we want to schedule a day where we were to film those little Origin videos? You know, like the Impulse Origin, the talking ones.
Yeah, 100%, man.
Good.
Show.
Sorry?
Oh, show.
Awesome. So maybe sometime next week?
Yep, that works for me.
Works for me. I'm not doing anything.
I have an assignment due on Monday, so I will...
Assignments.
Yeah. So I'll be free after next week. After Monday next week.
Well, I'll try and then paint the studio green before then, so then we can just do it.
Speaking of that, is there much that we can do just with a green screen for?
Not.
Well,
so
I was going to say not
necessarily an area we got to cut out. But,
well, what's that?
We'll probably have to cut this out.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, Andrew Lorenzo here from the Impulse fan series. Unfortunately, what we were about to talk about is not able to be publicized just yet, and that's not for Patreon members or our other fans either. So sorry about that, but I just want to take this time to remind you that if you haven't, head on over to the patreon.com/Impulse Fan Series website, where you can help us fund this project for as little as $1 a month. And with each different tier, you get different things. Of course, you heard us speaking about that earlier on. Also, you want to head over to the Impulse Fan Series Instagram, which is, of course, at Impulse Fan Series, and our Impulse Fan Series Facebook. Also, really, really, really important, make sure you head on over to the YouTube page for Cinestudios. That's C-I-N-E Studios. That's all one word, Cinestudios. That's where you're going to get all the content from Impulse. That's where we're going to release all the episodes. And once we get a certain amount of followers, we're going to be able to make some really cool changes and bring you some really awesome stuff. So again, patreon.com/Impulse Fan Series, Instagram at Impulse Fan Series, Facebook Impulse Fan Series, and the YouTube account Cinestudios. All right, back to it. Yeah, big shout out to EPC Cosplay, who's a big supporter. She does a lot of cosplay herself and is going to hopefully be our man on the ground here in Melbourne to help with any costume stuff.
Yeah.
She's taking in one of my costumes at the moment.
Awesome.
Won't talk about which one.
Hey. We should promote. I can't wait to start teasing that stuff. I mean, we could technically, now with the certain restrictions lifting, we could technically shoot that scene we wanted to shoot. It just means you wouldn't be in your costume.
Yeah. So wait, what?
that scene we want to do.
Yeah. That's start teasing. We have a few ideas of how to tease it.
Okay.
The only thing is, I really wanted you to be in your costume for that scene.
Yeah, Brendan, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he's kind of got to be, doesn't he?
Well,
nope, teaser.
Oh, yeah.
Can't just keep dropping teasers for everything.
We have nothing else, Josh. All we have is freaking teasers.
I guess, yeah, if we just wanted to do a...
I think maybe let's just hold the phone. Also,
yeah, okay.
You gotta tell me which fabric you want.
We've done that. We organised that.
Black leather.
I haven't bought it because you never told me the ink color.
Black rubber. Try
what did it turn? Okay, well, let's actually show Andrew. And then get his opinion on it.
I like watching.
Wow.
I have to put use of chat. Costume.
Because let's get that done today so I can buy it.
Yeah.
I like money.
Look at me throwing my money around.
So these are the two materials we're going with for the red and the white sections of the costume.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, that's kind of like what I have on that other one, but it's more shiny. What material? What is it? Spandex?
Lycra.
Oh, yeah, Lycra. It's Lycra with a 3D print on top.
Love it.
Yeah. So this is obviously going to just give that, that high quality texture and stuff we're looking at.
Yeah, that's great. That's already 1,000 times.
Our big question.
I like the honeycomb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is our big question now with the honeycomb, because that's going to be the white section, but you can choose what the ink color is, and we're tossing up between white or transparent. And here are the examples of what that looks like. They're not like direct comparisons because they're not on white, but I'll show you. We're trying to figure out which one, because Adern reckons the transparent might be too hard to see, and I'm kind of in that same boat. But then we don't know what white on white's going to look like.
Hold on, send it. I'm getting more copies.
Yeah,
cool. I thought the transparent would be cool.
Yeah, I definitely think it'll be cool. I'm just scared if we don't really see it, then it's just going to look plain white. And then, yeah.
If you can see it in the photo, you should be able to see it on camera.
I mean, it's a close-up photo. You know what I mean?
Fair.
Because if you look at the other one that's got the brown color at the top, you can definitely see that. But on white, it just kind of very much blends in.
Fair.
But that's, I don't know, because I do like both.
All right, I'm back.
I think transparent is cooler, but only if it is seeable. Okay, so here's the first one, Drew.
Yep.
You can see, obviously this isn't the honeycomb pattern, it's just showing how the transparent looks. And then the white on white.
Can we actually have that pattern? Because that'd be adorable.
Wow, the sparkly.
And this is what the white one looks like, but it's not on white. This is on a different material, but it's how the white hex pattern looks.
Oh, cool. Okay. Oh, cool.
So we're trying to figure out which do we go with, because.
Do you know? I like the non-transparent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
It does pop a bit more.
Yeah, I mean,
it could be because it's not on white in the photo.
Yeah, I mean, you'll see the transparent, I guess, reflecting. Maybe that would look cool. But I feel like, I don't know, man. I like the white. But you're right. It's hard to tell on that. I don't know. Yeah. That's a toughie.
Yep. So this is where we're kind of at.
Yeah.
With that. So.
I've been no help whatsoever.
Well, no, your first pick is the white one, right?
Right now, yeah. But that's based off of what it's on that, so I don't know what it'll look like on regular white. But yeah, my inkling would be to do the white one. My gut.
Yep. So go with white. What do you reckon, Josh?
Let's go with white.
All right, done.
Cool. And in terms of the colors, we won't go through the Pantone colors. We're just going to choose red. Like, just choose what they've got listed as red.
I think that's the best call. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm guessing that's going to be the red that we're seeing in all the other stuff. So.
Yeah. No, on the red that we're seeing in the other stuff, you have to actually click the actual name of it. So for DP2, you click DP2 in the color, not red.
Okay.
Hex and stuff.
Cool.
Times.
Okay, sweet. So that's all locked off.
Snazzy.
Awesome. Okay, what's next?
WhatsApp.
Impulse TikTok. You want to talk about that? Or do we need the costume?
Probably.
Yeah, man.
I mean, can you use the costume you got here, but like once it's fixed up?
Yeah, we could do that.
The measurements, yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
So we get that.
I'll let you do that though.
Yeah, sure. All right. I thought like everybody could do it, but everybody needs their costumes.
No.
We can get everybody to do it later. Once we
when we have our costumes, yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
So that one's done.
On the action list, can we set up? Those videos we'll say next week, yeah.
Which videos?
The history. So it's the Finnish history of scripts. Is that the one?
Yeah. I still got to do because I've had assignments up the wazoo, so I haven't gone around to them. But if I have a date, I'm going to finish it. So by that date, I know to have them done.
Okay.
If you have a date, you're not going to finish them.
At least mine.
You'll be on your date.
Okay, so we have, what are they called? The Origins
videos, yeah, I guess.
Videos. What day are we doing them? What day you guys want to set?
We do mine and Andrew's in the same day, I guess.
Yeah. You want to do Wednesday?
I was about to say Wednesday.
Yep.
Nice.
So Wednesday the 20th.
Yep. What time?
Okay.
Morning?
1 o'clock
1 o'clock?
or
That works.
12, whatever. Yeah.
1 o'clock works.
I'll get there when I get there.
What month are we in? We're in May.
And that's usually a half hour earlier than everybody else, which will be really impressive, Josh, considering you live there.
Yes.
So yeah, that works.
Okay, sweet. So that's locked in. I'm gonna put that in my phone.
Smexy.
Get us getting stuff done.
Did you just fall?
No, I closed my window because my door keeps opening on its own. Well, opening because of the window.
I liked it better when I thought you fell.
Crap, I fell over!
Oh wait. Doesn't matter.
Okay,
Yay!
phone. Cool. What else? What's next? Oh, we do need to actually write a Sonic Boom episode. Like.
Oh, I thought that was done.
Another
No.
one.
No. Well, that wasn't really an episode. That was
It
a
an
teaser.
episode. That was an episode.
Oh. I thought you guys wrote that the other day.
No, we're supposed to.
Oh.
But yeah, I've just been kind of weirdly
Video games?
non-stop, even though it's been weird, man. It's like, COVID and all, and it's like no new work, but I've somehow managed to just be non-stop with previous stuff.
Dude, right? I've been saying that to my friend. Like, everybody's like, what do you do all day? I'm like, I don't know, but I know I'm freaking busy. Like, I know I'm not watching TV all day. I'm doing stuff. I'm so busy, but I can't tell you what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Weird.
So.
We can do that Tuesday?
Writing. Sorry, I'm out.
Right.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, do you want to just do it Wednesday then, after you finish filming?
And I can play video games. Yay!
Oh, yeah. Cool. Yeah. And they'll have my lesson after that.
Yeah, man.
Work.
Knock it all out. Cool.
Then do you want to meet earlier? I'll get there earlier then.
Give me a second. Well, we probably want to shoot the stuff before we,
Write the stuff?
Yeah, we want to shoot the stuff before we write the stuff, because if we're writing and we get on a roll, we don't want to
Stop.
Then you want to shoot earlier?
No.
Yeah, we can do that.
Because it might take us, maybe 2 hours to shoot 2 videos?
It shouldn't take us that long, as long as you guys.
Josh, you're so optimistic.
Andrew, you have a teleprompter?
Everyone keeps asking me that. I'm gonna have to get one, because now I'm planning on doing more studio stuff.
No, you don't. You have a laptop, right?
Yeah, I use my iPad.
Yeah,
you can use your iPad.
Teleprompter.com or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. But then in terms of actually putting it on the camera lens, so you can look directly down the barrel. But I mean, actually, for what you guys are doing, it's going to be more interview style. So I think instead of you guys looking directly at the camera, we'll do it where you're looking off the side of the camera. So stare at the screen.
Do you want to do it as it's like an interview sort of thing?
I think so. That's the best one. Because I'll put it on the green screen. We'll have the background done up, and we'll have it you watch those DC interviews.
Yeah.
Like you're presenting it.
Yeah. And so what we'll do if we do it that way, I've got a big TV in there, so you guys can just read directly off that. Like it's got the laptop hooked up.
Right, yeah, you do have that. And there's an online teleprompter.
Still screwed.
Yeah. So all cool.
Okay. All right, sweet. So we can end the call here.
Sounds good to me.
I think so. Yeah, I don't think there's. I mean, I'm sure there's other stuff we need to do and talk about, but
we can do that another time.
Cool. Okay, I gotta bounce some other meeting, guys.
All right.
Yep.
Sweetness. Is everything written down that we need to do?
Yep.
All right. Cool. Sweet.
Cool, guys.
Alrighty. See you, peeps. Have a good day. Bye, everybody.
Listening
again. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye. Andrew Lorenzo back again. So I just wanted to thank you again for listening. Hope you got some cool information out of that conversation. So we've got some exciting things coming up again. And again, make sure that you head on over to the Cinestudios YouTube. The link is in the show notes of this episode and the episode details. And also you can check out myself at the Andrew Lorenzo, or Brendan at Brendan Spezovsky, or Josh at Cinestudios, all of which on Instagram. Of course, speaking about Instagram, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't tell you to make sure that you head on over to the Impulse Fan Series Instagram and follow us there as well. So again, that's at Impulse Fan Series. So look, thank you so much again for listening to the Impulse Fan Series podcast. And until next time, stay crash.